What's up, everyone? Welcome back for the next race. All right, let's get this fucking show on the road. We're racing one of my Porsches. So we'll see how I do. All that good shit. Almost ran into him. It's close. Again, like I said, I try to race clean. I don't always succeed in that regard, but I typically try to race clean. Unless the other drivers piss me off. Then all bets are off. That's kind of a bit of an odd move for me there. This is the no chicane version of this track, so get to open it up on the back stretch here. See what this thing can do. Damn, almost 170. Yeah, there we go, 170. Holy shit. Yeah, I gained a lot on the back stretch. Holy shit. Yeah, I mean, it is a Porsche, you know, so you're going to expect it's definitely not going to be a slow car. Although they do tend to be a little loose at times. So I do have to watch my ass on that a bit. Man, I do love the skies in this game. They are something else. But then again, that's what gathering, you know, thousands of hours worth of meteorological data will do for you. Be able to create some pretty damn beautiful looking skies. I know, most people who probably play this game don't really notice or probably even care much about stuff like that, but me, on the other hand, every once in a while, I like to just look up at the sky. You know, and I approach this game very differently than a lot of other YouTubers out there, because a lot of other YouTubers out there, like, you have no problem finding, like, professional gaming content out there, but whenever I play games, again, it's always through the lens of, you know, me being a casual gamer. Again, like I said, I'm not a professional. I just like to play video games and have fun. But I think it gives you guys a bit more of a, I don't know, unique perspective, I guess, on certain things. Because again, if you want to, you know, go out there, you can find a million different, like, professional, you know, YouTubers out there, you know, who would destroy my ass in 2 seconds, you know, at this game. They would kick my ass all fucking day at this game, you know. I've only ever been a casual gamer, and I only ever will be a casual gamer. That's how I like to play games, and that's how it is. But, you know, and I have nothing against people who are professional gamers. I want to make it abundantly clear. On the contrary, I have huge amounts of respect for their talents. But, you know, at the same time, I feel like every once in a while it's kind of nice to, you know, hear from someone, you know, different. You know, someone who's a casual gamer. So I feel like I play games a lot differently than other people do. I don't know. Maybe that's just me being egotistical or whatever, but I don't know. I've always felt like I play games a lot differently than how other people play games. But I've always been a casual gamer, and I always will be. I enjoy just popping in a game, going at it, and having some fun. You know, for me, that's what it's always been about. Again, I'm not the best gamer out there. Far, far, far from it. In fact, my lack of talent in a lot of cases is what kind of makes my content entertaining in its own way. Like, if you guys ever think that you're bad at video games, just watch some of my content, and trust me, you'll feel a lot better about yourself. Like, again, I always point to this example, but the first time I ever played Mega Man was a fucking disaster, and it was hilarious, and I had a lot of fun with it. Like, despite the fact that I was absolute fucking dog shit at that game, it was still fucking it was an absolute blast playing Mega Man for the first time because I was so hilariously bad at it. But I still enjoyed it, you know, in my own kind of weird way. Man, I'll never forget that. The first time I ever tried to play the original Mega Man, holy shit, that was a fucking disaster. You can still go back and watch the videos on my channel. It was a Mega Man Legacy Collection. First time I played that game, oh my god. It was a fucking disaster. But it was a fun disaster nonetheless. Had a lot of fun with that. But yeah, you guys ever think that you're bad at video games, just watch some of my content. Trust me, you'll feel a lot better about yourself. But for me, it's not about being good at games. It's simply about playing the games and having some fun. For me, that's what it's about. It's not about being the best. I don't really give a shit about being the best. I just care about playing some games and having some fun with you guys, and that's all there is to it. Again, I could give a shit less about being the best. Because I know that I never will be. And that is 100% okay with me. Again, that's, like I said, that's not why I do what I do. I do what I do because it's fun, and it's as simple as that. Yeah, I totally fucking sucked ass on those turns, but we're not going to talk about that. I still made it through the turns. It's not like I spun out or anything, but I was not particularly quick through those turns. I was a little bit too busy looking at the sky. I have a bad habit of looking at the sky too much. But granted, I have like a 40-second lead. So, I'm not too worried. Yeah. Not gonna lie, that went a lot smoother than I was expecting. I was not expecting to win by, like, over 40 seconds. That was just ridiculous. I must have been, like, much faster than those guys on the back straightaway or something. Because, yeah, I was not expecting to win by that much. Alright. Either way, let's take a look at that replay. Yeah, I'm glad I get to do a little bit of this for you guys today before I have to go into work. I'm really not looking forward to work today. Just the boss has been pissing me off lately. Like, And it's not even anything in particular, and I get that he means well, he really does, but, like, just the constant nitpicking of stupid shit that doesn't need to be nitpicked. It's like, dude, you're focusing on the shit that doesn't really matter and not focusing on the shit that does matter, and it pisses me off, because it's like, dude, you should be focusing rather than on, you know, like, tiny little things like whether or not I have my hair up even though I wear a fucking bandana. Like, really? You still want me to put my hair in a ponytail even though I'm wearing a fucking bandana? Let's think about that for a second. Literally 0 complaints when I have been, you know, the expo person, like the person who puts food together. Literally 0 complaints about there being hair in food when I have been on the expo line. But, you know, apparently a bandana is not fucking good enough. I have to have a bandana and my fucking hair up in a ponytail. Like, what? It's fucking stupid. You know, it's stupid shit like that that pisses me off, you know? Like, for a while, well, actually, for a long time, I mean, we were allowed to play, like, music in the background, or in the, in the back where we put the food together in the kitchen area. We were allowed to play music, and now the owner's like, yeah, we're not going to let you guys play music anymore. I'm like, why? Why does it fucking matter, dude? Like, how does it in any significant way inhibit our ability to do our job in a effective and efficient manner? Like, it's not even like we play the music that loudly. It's like, really, dude? Especially in this day and age when it's hard to hire people, you want to make it a fun environment that people are going to want to work in rather than, you know, making all these stupid, silly rules that don't actually solve any actual issues that we have, like the main issue being that we're short-staffed. Like, you want to try to make it a fun work environment and give people a reason to want to work there. That way you can fucking figure out how to finally hire people. But apparently the owner hasn't figured this out yet. After how many years of running that business and he still can't figure out how to fucking hire people? Maybe advertise that, oh, it's a fun, friendly work environment. You know, we're all one big family here. We like to help each other. Shit like that, you know. Like, maybe do a better job of advertising. Not just say, oh, yeah, we're hiring. Really? Give people a fucking reason to want to work there, you dumbass, instead of making all these nitpicky bullshit rules that don't actually solve any of the actual problems that we actually fucking have. So it's little shit like that, you know, that the owner's been doing recently. He's, I don't know, laying down the law or whatever the fuck. I don't care. Hopefully I'll be done with that place in a couple of months. Again, I've been teetering with the idea of, like, sticking around and still picking up shifts here or there. But honestly, at this point, I'm just kind of like, I'm kind of over it, you know. I'm just kind of like, if I get a new job and they give me, you know, a lot of hours and shit, I'm just going to say, fuck it. I don't want to work at the restaurant anymore. It's like, I go into work every fucking shift and I'm just like, ugh, you know, nowadays, and it sucks. You know, there was once upon a time when I actually enjoyed working there, you know, when it wasn't actually a fun and productive work environment. But now it's just like stupid shit, petty drama, and the owner just up everyone's ass about fucking everything lately, and it's just like, fuck this. Every shift now I go into work and I'm just like, ugh, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. Like, I just have no desire to work there anymore. But hopefully I'll get myself a new job coming up within a couple of months. And it's gonna be a hell of a process, that's for sure. I'm gonna be very stressed out at first, you know, starting a new job. But hopefully once I get into the swing of things, you know, depending on what they have me doing and shit. I don't know yet. I mean, obviously I still have to apply to places. But yeah, once I start applying, who knows? I mean, it's going to be a little nerve-wracking at first, you know, starting a new job. I mean, I've only ever worked at the restaurant, so, I mean, it's going to be like my second job, you know, that I've ever had. But, yeah, I'm ready to call it quits at the restaurant. I'm so fucking done with it. The other reason why I'm pissed today, too, is because normally on Mondays, like, a lot of the times the owner isn't there on Mondays, and my favorite bartender usually works on Mondays. And so me and her usually stay till close and have a couple of drinks and shit and just chat for a while. And I enjoy her company because unlike the 99.9% of idiots in this world, she's actually an intelligent individual, and I enjoy, you know, talking to her and stuff like that. So, you know, a lot of the times we, you know, stay till close, have a drink, you know, all that good shit, then lock up the restaurant and head out for the night. And usually Mondays are very chill because, again, the owner isn't there. And unfortunately, that particular bartender requested off tonight because I guess she's got some stuff going on or whatever. And usually if we don't have a bartender to cover the shift, and no one has offered to pick up the shift yet that I'm aware of, that means that the owner himself is going to be bartending. And two things. First of all, he's a dipshit of a bartender. He fucking sucks ass at bartending. Like, he literally will refuse to make any mixed drinks or any shit like that. Like, you ask him for a frozen margarita, he's gonna give you a fucking beer. You know, like, he sucks as a bartender, first of all, and it pisses off the servers. And second of all, it's gonna suck having him, you know, be there on a Monday, because, you know, Mondays sometimes at least he's not there, you know, so we at least get that day that he's not there. But if he's going to be there on Monday, that's going to really suck because, you know, then he's going to be there, and sometimes when he exists within the same general vicinity as me, it irritates me because he's a very irritating person to deal with at times. Constantly nitpicking stupid bullshit, and it's like, I get it to a certain extent, like, you're the boss, you're supposed to enforce the rules, I get it, but like at a certain point it's like, dude, you gotta let some shit slide here or there, you know, like, so long as we're getting shit done properly, what the hell's the problem? You know, like, fucking really, dude? It's like, chill the fuck out of him for just a minute. Like, I don't know, I don't fucking know. Like, again, and to a certain extent, he does mean well. You know, it's not like he's out to be an asshole or anything. He really does mean well. It's just, he goes about things in the stupidest ways. Like, ways that he shouldn't go about them, you know? And it's just like, dude, just think a little fucking bit, okay? And loosen up just a little fucking bit, dude. Like, again, it would be a different story if it was something that was, like, highly regulated, you know, like a fucking, I don't know, like a hospital or something. Like, yeah, you're gonna fucking be up everyone's ass, and I get that. But, like, dude, it's a sports bar. You know? And it'd be a different story, too. If it was, like, a fancy 5-star restaurant and he was up everyone's ass about, you know, those small little things, that'd be a totally different story. You know, like, then I would totally understand it. But, dude, it's a motherfucking sports bar. Okay, not a 5-star restaurant. You don't have to be up everyone's ass about every little fucking thing, dude. Loosen the fuck up. Loosen that butthole and let the stick out, dude. But yeah, it's just, it's irritating sometimes. So I'm a little bit irritated today. But at least luckily I get to, you know, play a little bit of Gran Turismo 7 for you guys today. So at least waking up this morning isn't a complete waste of my time. You know, so at least I got that going for me. But yeah, I fucking love this game, man. I've really enjoyed it. And I will continue to enjoy it quite a lot. Alright, well, either way, guys, that'll do it for that race. So stay tuned for the next one. And until then, peace out.